My name is Jesse Davis, host of the Penthouse Podcast, where I interview a lot of my longtime friends, some of the members of my club, and some of Wilmington's finest people. I am so excited to do this show, and I hope you will tune in. Thank you. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Penthouse Podcast. It's been a couple months since Miss Monica Fish has been on our show. We want to welcome her back with a big old shot of the Penthouse shot. Woo!
Is this real? Thank you.
Wow.
All right, take it all to the head.
That will get the show started.
Yeah.
Woo! It's been a hot summer.
How you doing?
I'm doing best I can.
You get a little toasty up here?
It's hot as hell. If you're looking to do a hot yoga class, hit me up.
I feel the same way. I showered twice today, and I already feel like my undercarriage is a little toasty.
Everything's sweating.
I am.
Everything hurts.
Hold on,
Everything's
let me
sweating.
check one thing. Okay, got it.
So Monica is my off and on again co-host. She's here back from Charlotte. She has a place here close to Rice Beach. Her and Chip. And the last time we spoke, we were at Neil's house, which is really interesting.
Was that the last time?
Was it the last time?
No, Monkeys was here.
Oh, that's right, Monkeys.
Oh my God, you forgot me. And that isn't the last time we spoke. You came to my house in Charlotte.
Oh, no, as far as the shooting.
Oh,
sorry.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, don't forget our friendship.
If I don't just fall apart right now from dying of sweat.
Listen, we're going to pretend like
I'm freezing.
I was about to say, let's go get some furs
God,
from
the AC
back.
must be finally doing its job.
So if I drink more, you know why.
Yeah, just drink away. Today, we've had a lot of very serious podcasts, the last couple of them.
Fun.
So today we're going to break the ice a little bit and have a little fun, dig a little deep, throw some mud, talk some shit, and have a good time. So welcome back, Monica. Here we are. Yay.
So how I'm doing is I'm tired, Jesse.
Okay, tired of what?
I don't know. I'm just tired of people and I'm kidding. I'm just tired. I feel like I've always been like fast speed, keep going. And for the first time, I'm
traveling with the fish.
Travel like the fish.
So how is that going?
It's going great. I think folks are starting to spend tons of money again.
Okay.
International travel. Of course, we're at the peak season for Europe because of children being off from school. Mm-hmm. So it's not the time to go to Europe right now, just because you don't have the family and the children that's coming with you, nor do I. So that wasn't a knock.
No kids over here.
Yeah.
My dog's at puppy play right now. What are you talking about?
I know mine's probably
Speak it up.
eating.
That's a big deal.
Finn is doing great.
Monica got a chocolate lab puppy. You know, I'm a huge fan of chocolate labs. And
he's eating everything.
So cute. He's so
eating
cute.
everything. He changes every time you see him. In the respect, he acts all nice, lays on his back for you. Uh-huh. He doesn't do that with me.
So when I walked in, of course, I couldn't wait to meet him. And so rewind just a little bit. So I did take my nephew to Carowinds for his 13th birthday with two of his buddies, and you were gracious enough to open up your home for us and let the boys stay upstairs. Yep. They felt like they were little princes up there.
Oh my gosh! Do you know this show?
What was your friend's name that was?
Courtney. She's insane,
but
she set him up. But you know what? I watched that show that they were watching on Netflix.
Which one?
I don't even want to say it.
Oh no!
I mean, it had reproductive stuff, everything.
They're so not even fazed by that.
They're not though. I think the internet just shows
the
them
music they're listening to.
But
we were listening to Little Kim.
It was good that we got to catch up because I think back to the travel for a second because you and I have ADD and we're all over the place. But I think like in October, November, we should go over to like Paris together.
I went to Paris with Lori and Kim back in April. It was amazing. I definitely didn't get enough time. Definitely not enough time there. I would like to have gone.
Did you go to Crazy Horse?
I know. I did the Louvre. I did the usual stuff. I saw the Eiffel Tower.
It was the best burlesque show I've been to in my entire life.
Where was it at?
In Paris. It's called the Crazy Horse.
Okay, well.
These women are so smoking hot. I can't even, I'm like a zero.
Well, there's the Moulin Rouge. I did drive past that on the way to Sacre Coeur. It's that church that's on the hill.
Yeah.
That view from there was incredible. And, obviously the best part of my trip was going to the Marie Antoinette's mansion, castle.
Why would it not be?
Town, whatever the hell
why would it not
call
be?
That. That is like insanity. Like, how do you live?
Did you go to champagne and caviar in the top of the?
We were there for. Look at me talking in the mic. We're going to talk like this today with our phones, everybody.
Oh my God.
Technical difficulties. But anyway. So, yes.
But it's good.
I thought maybe I did have an idea for my members out there, the members of the Penthouse that have been my OGs that have stood by me for years now, with, not to mention, like I've said in the past, hurricanes at first, and then it was renovations with the whole building, and then it was the pandemic, and then last year we had the elevator situation, and now we're dealing with the cooling situation. So it's the ongoing problems that we're trying to fix, and I'm doing the best I can to cope through it and make this place just as welcome to everyone as usual. I mean, we're doing everything we can to make the place better. And when you have heat waves where it's 100 degrees and we're on the top floor with all these windows, and we're literally sitting in a greenhouse as of right now.
But what's the catch for your members?
So I was hoping that maybe Traveling with the Fish could maybe set something up for the members to start maybe connecting with you and I to travel together internationally. It doesn't have to be super far. It can be Europe. It can be South America. I mean, even Canada.
Yeah.
But just maybe setting up some international travel.
Then we could put on like a welcome party hosted by us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could even do things like at the Kentucky Derby.
You go every year.
I do.
And I watch you on TV.
I love it.
We watch it from that TV. Mama Penthouse, she's been my longtime buddy. And
I sit right on the finish line.
It was cool this year, though. I was like on the edge of my seat because it was like muddy and rainy, and I'm sure for you guys it probably wasn't so much fun.
Well,
but watching all the footprints and the horses like going,
we're covered in a box. But I'll tell you, this year I was on the edge of my seat because I lost a lot of money.
Oh, shit.
Because all the horses, they were tapped out and they didn't want them running. So
what was the purse for that?
What was the purse?
The purse. How much did they win?
Well, I think 24 million.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but think
that's crazy.
It is crazy, but God, there's so much money in there.
God,
you're talking billions. Think oil money's in there. You got a lot of people from Texas, a lot of people from
oil
North
money,
Carolina,
tech money.
Yes, all the things. So, but I think we should put something on. Even if it's like a 2-day trip.
Start somewhere there. Start with that. And then like send a memo out to all the block out hotels.
Yes.
Because, I mean, it is kind of fun to travel in very large groups or very, very small groups. There's that middle area.
And the Derby's so much fun because then it's like you've got bands, you've got things in downtown Louisville. You can do, I hosted a pretty big bourbon crawl, which was a lot of fun. So yeah, we got in a bus, but then from there we had the private Woodford experience. It's just fun, and all your members are great.
We have plenty of time to plan because that's next May.
Yeah, but we'll find something else.
I think that'd be fun.
I know.
So, which brings me into also. So, what is some of your newest adventures you have planned coming up?
Well, I have decided to
anywhere but where it's hot.
Well, I'm gonna go skiing in Japan. That'll be great.
Chris Marshall, good buddy, does my cameras.
Yeah.
He went to Japan, said it was the best skiing he's ever been, ever in his life. And I said, Japan? It just, to me, did not click. I never put skiing in Japanese people. Are you allowed to say that?
Fine. Yeah,
in the same sentence.
Japanese people are real Japanese people.
They're from Japan, right?
You're Caucasian, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. Portuguese, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Thailand is in the near future, which is good. Yes. There you go.
Thank you.
We should just start. You know what? Have you been watching the U.S. Open?
No.
Tennis. Okay,
no.
I love my tennis.
You're a big tennis.
Okay, so I was going to play a game with you today and ask you what flag was what. That was going to be, and then I thought, I wonder how many flags you know. You know at least 10.
Okay, maybe.
I feel like you do.
Say 10. I'm comfortable with 10 flags.
I mean, you would definitely get...
Well, if you count the gay flag, there's 9, that's 12 flags in one.
By the way, I just got back from Key West, and oh my God.
You look so much like you were having a blast.
I ended up
in
the gay parade.
Yeah, I saw.
Yes.
You look like you were having a blast.
But I didn't even know. I turned down the street, and next thing I know, someone's throwing beads and dick sticks at me, and the flags were everywhere. But people just had such a wonderful time. It was therapeutic for me.
It really is. There's, when I used to do all the gay prides in LA, it was wild. It was very liberating to feel like
Yes.
that just that love and that connection. Nobody cares about what you're wearing or how you look or whatever gender you identify as or what have you. People really just come together in love. And that's really the most important thing I can gain from any of the Pride events.
And you know what? Someone's always trying to hand you a drink and ready to party with you. That's what I love. No strangers.
There are no
That's what's
strangers.
nice.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
it was good.
So I thought today we could have one little topic that's been irritating the living fuck out of me.
Oh God, what?
Is pet peeves. Like everybody has those things that just irk you.
Yep.
Well, obviously mine's like sweating when it's not supposed to be sweating.
It's so weird. I feel the same way right now.
I mean-
It just became my new pet peeve. All right, so wait, would you rather, real quick, would you rather be cold with no jacket, like cold, like let's go Green Bay Packers, you're stuck out there with no jacket, or in a roasting sauna like we are right now?
I would honestly rather be in a roasting sauna.
Okay.
Because I do not like being freezing cold.
I don't
I've
either.
lived in New York City twice, and there was one time that I was locked outside. It was like a blizzard. I thought I was gonna die. My everything was cramping up, cold, turning blue. I stepped in a fucking puddle, so it got all in my shoes.
So now
and it
you're
was my
half
toes.
frozen. You could have lost your toes.
And I will never forget telling myself, I fucking hate this.
Yeah.
So I think, I love Mexico. I love going to really warm climates.
man.
I just don't like to sit in a place with an air conditioner that's not giving its best.
I mean, trust me, you and I are hurting right now because of it.
So what would be your biggest pet peeve?
God, I
if
have
you could
so
think of one?
many, Jesse. Okay, let's make this fun. Let's start with in a household. Dirty dishes roasting in the sink.
Okay, that's disgusting.
It's sick.
That brings
And
bugs
then,
here in the South.
When I leave to go out of town, and I know you do the same, you want to come back to a clean house. These people that leave
Yes.
wet water,
Yeah.
wet water sitting in dishes, and then they get home and there's mold growing. What is that?
Okay, well, you know what? It's sort of, some people don't care as much.
How do you not
know?
care? That's why I don't.
I got the hiccups so bad right now. It's killing
Do you,
me.
you drink a drink?
I know. I've been drinking. I needed it to calm my nerves today. We had last weekend. Got the hiccups. So I went. One of my best friends came into town today. Tina, have you met her yet? The mom, her mother owns.
Oh
furniture
yeah,
company.
yes.
So her Range
hey,
Rover
Tina.
had to go get serviced at the Land Rover place. So we went to the new Trailborn Hotel.
I love it.
It was really nice.
It's nice.
They've done a great job. They were doing a lot of work outside, so it was not me.
Okay, wait. Pet peeve at that bar. Did you go to the inside bar?
It's all confusing.
Okay, so when you walk in to the left,
Left's the
it's
bar.
that nice bar.
Yep.
Chip and I were about to fall out. They did all that beautiful work,
Yep.
but they left the original, where you would plug in HDMI cables, and it's
showing.
literally just showing, and it doesn't match. It's from 1999.
Okay, we
literally
all need to fix
from,
that. If y'all are listening.
Please, God. I mean, I'm just
Us
disappointed.
as locals stay at that hotel.
Just as a gift.
Me and my ex would fight.
Stay
That's
away.
where I would go.
Yeah.
We call it the doghouse. I would just go there and stay there because any excuse to have
And
an
that
argument.
outdoor bar is fabulous.
Yeah.
So what do you feel like it looks like though, Jesse?
I would always go to the 7th floor, Oceanside.
Okay.
That's a good pointer. But Tina was like, no, I want a balcony, which is that other side.
That other
It's
side.
low, whatever. So, but the guy was like, oh, they're more expensive. And of course, she doesn't give a shit. She was like, she wanted a balcony. I don't give a shit.
I know.
I want to wake up to hear the ocean.
I know.
I like
It
to
is
hear
pretty.
the ocean. Maybe, to walk to Jimmy's. That's kind of fun. Which blackouts Central. But last for 4th of July, what did you do for the 4th?
I was still in Key West.
Okay.
And you know what? It was such a blast because I went out on the boat that day. We came back. I rode bicycles from the southernmost point to the other side of Duval and literally just watched captivating fireworks and then forgot about the rest of my night. Maybe why would you not?
I had 3 events in one day. I had, I don't normally say people's names on here because I throw private parties for private people, but we had one on Airlie Road, was out of control, crazy, wild.
How many people?
I would say close to probably 250.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Yeah.
Blowout.
Crazy. It got where it was like, okay, this is rowdy. But everything was kosher, thank God. I think there was one little situation. I'm not going to go into that right now. But then also the other party on the beach on Pelican was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
He takes really great care of me and my staff and really opens his doors up to people, and such an incredible host. And I hope he continues to keep hiring me for his parties.
Great. I have a feeling you will.
It was fun. It was probably the third or fourth party I've thrown for him and his group of buddies. That they all lived close by each other. So it was great. But then the penthouse popped off too. So I had, that day literally had 3 events. I was like on the phone, running, racing.
Speaking of that,
cameras.
You're not talking about the house, since we don't use names. That is the new show on Netflix.
Woo!
That show is so great.
Okay,
that guy is so hot.
So fun.
Good
So
Lord.
Waterfront. We're allowed to
Yes.
say it's out.
Yeah,
it's on
it is.
Netflix.
Yes.
It's not a big secret. The thing about that is we did shoot a podcast. Zach was there. You were there.
Yeah.
At Neil's.
We did.
And it's so weird to see like where they're shooting. Every shot is that kitchen.
I know.
They don't
It's
do.
wild.
They don't really do any of the other
They
parts
don't.
of the house.
No.
It's like where we always hang. Where we did the
Right. That's where.
we did
right.
the
And you
podcast.
hosted a party there too.
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
Congressman's
Yeah.
party there.
Exactly.
And so that was cool to kind of watch that. And Neil we love you, Neil. We love
We
you,
do
Neil.
love you, Neil.
We're gonna have
Thanks
to do
for.
it.
We'll be back.
We'll
at
be
your
back!
house
Yay!
soon.
We might be there next week.
Yeah.
If this keeps up. But no,
You owe me a shower, big boy.
the shower still
Woo!
works, you know.
Lord.
The shower does work. You want to ask me my pet peeves?
I feel like yes, it's very important.
I mean, I am so crazy about these fucking earbuds, man. Like, people that really need to be coherent of what's going on in their environment.
Yeah, sure.
You know, there's this thing called your
Aura.
Your peripheral vision.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Fine.
Peripheral, is that a word? That is a
It
word.
is.
So what you can see from here to here. How the fuck do you not see walking across the street with your earbuds, looking on your phone, and then scream at me that I almost just ran you over?
I know. It's a thing.
I stopped at my stop sign. I
get
looked
it.
both ways.
I get it.
And this motherfucker goes walking right into the street, no looking anywhere, and then is like screaming at me. Oh man, it made me realize, and I'm not talking about the mail lady here because the penthouse building mail lady is great, I love her. But the other mail lady down the street, the other day, they block off the mailing while they're doing their work with caution tape, which we probably should use some in the stairwell right now, but we're not going to go there. But she puts up a whole thing of caution tape across the mail. I'm trying to get my mail. I'm like, hello? She's like got her earbuds in. She's just no fucks given. On
So
the
that's
clock.
mine too. But
Like, hello, I need my mail!
I mean, mine is the same. Mine is the same. But in the airport.
Oh,
Do you know how much time I'm in the
look where
airport?
you're going.
These guys put their earbuds in.
I get you don't want to talk to nobody, but
That's-
know what? But guess what? Nobody wants to talk to you.
But this
either.
is my.
So
This has
cool
been
your
my
fucking jets.
creativity. I'm like, this is really simple. Just put one in. So when the lady asks you to move down the security line, you absolutely freaking move.
Polite.
But they don't listen because they're too.
cool or
I know.
something.
I just think with
they're all-
COVID, with the mask, now people with the earbuds, it's like I can find a way to act like I can't hear anything,
Yes.
so then it becomes your
Don't
problem.
we all want to do that every day? Is that
I
at least a
do,
couple
but that's
times?
just blatantly rude.
Yeah, and it can.
And then I'll probably die because you'd hit me.
I might run over somebody by
probably
accident. I don't know. I really, what I do want to say about pet peeves is I used to have, obviously, we all have that issue with being in the car. Somebody cuts you off or not puts a blinker on or going too slow in the fast lane, yada, yada, yada. Those are kind of old school pet peeves. But the thing is, I have learned, somebody told me something a long time ago, which has really helped me behind the wheel to not lose my cool, is you really never know what that person's going through at that moment. Because they cut you off, they probably didn't mean to. They could have gotten a call that somebody might have died. They could have got some really bad news.
Yeah,
and you're
fair.
just adding to it by like laying on your horn or, just being rude.
Yeah.
So that kind of, there's a fine line there too, where it's like, shit or get off the pot.
Yeah, but look, they're choosing to have earbuds in. Like, that's a choice. I'm saying if some freak accident happened, that's not your fault.
No. I mean, he was running across the street.
Damn,
he had a whole big ice bucket on his head. He looked like Carmen Miranda. Remember the lady with the fruit?
Yes, of
What's
course.
that song? She did Choo Choo Cha Cha.
Yeah, the Choo Choo.
She has like a little, what's that little
I
jig
remember.
she has?
I know.
Yeah.
Like I remember the whole outfit.
It's really like, the whole...
God, but you know what I didn't remember was how hot I was until just then. Sorry.
Lord.
I think another pet peeve is like somebody that makes money that chooses to be the cheapest person in the world,
table.
And then they get alligator arms when the bills come, where they're like, "Oh, I thought you ordered that." No, you didn't. You ordered that. You ordered that.
Yes.
So why am I picking up your bill?
Don't over order if somebody else is paying too. If you know somebody else is paying, that is like something, as a personal assistant, I traveled with a billionaire for a long time, and there was certain things you have etiquette to know better. Like, I'm not going to sit there and order a salad, an entree, a dessert, 5 drinks, knowing that
and 2 espressos.
Even if he's got that kind of money, it doesn't matter. It's just it's a shine. It's a shine of restraint.
It's just tacky.
Yeah.
It's tacky.
But you know what? If somebody says order away, like let's go.
Hey, I'm first in line for that.
I will be like, let's start with the apps.
Yeah, but I just think it's terrible.
Don't close early. We're hungry. People like me.
Oh my God, that's another.
We're busy. Like, I don't even get to eat lunch half the time until like 4. So dinner for me gets,
Of course.
by the time I get everything situated, I'm hungry. You walk into a restaurant. I'll tell you one restaurant that does not do that is Ruth Chris. They did not pay me to say that, but I'm telling you the truth. They literally, you go in there, 10:30 at night. The way the bartenders are like, come on in. They're putting the table mat up there. They're not slamming dishes and blah blah blah. And it's just like, whoa, okay. Like, does your owner know you act like that in front of your customers?
But I think like the pet peeve you have too has actually hurt like the economy to an extent, because it's like now I think folks are using Uber Eats and DoorDash more, because they're like, by the time I get to the restaurant, the kitchen closes in 30 minutes. Yeah. Like, now I'm inconveniencing people. So all these staff members.
I don't want to be that person that shows up either.
Right. Same. We don't want to be.
I don't.
But
I really
then you
don't.
find yourself just eating food that you should only eat. Right.
Yeah, for emergencies.
So
this is where I'm getting this from.
Honey, you'll never get fat. Yeah, I don't know. You're just so
You haven't seen me naked yet. Not today. But
I haven't seen you naked.
Listen, I do have a really funny little situation. I know this is not going to be a long podcast because we'll sit up here and drip to death. So, I wanted to bring Monica back. We've got a couple really cool podcasts coming up in the next couple weeks. We've got Sarah Musselwhite. Sarah.
Of course, yeah.
Sarah and Kate from the Blow Bar.
Oh, she did my hair, even though this was yesterday, and it did rain this morning.
Fussy Mussy.
Yeah, Anna went to Access.
Go to Lumina Station.
Yes.
If you have children that need some clothes, go there and buy them.
She's done such a great job with that place.
Oh my gosh, she's killing it.
That's who got me into the travel agency, was a gal that owned a children's high-end boutique in Savannah, and she was in my wedding, and then she was like, people don't want to work anymore.
There was one at the Forum.
There was. I
can't remember.
Well, we don't have kids. We shouldn't know. But we do know Sarah's business.
So Fussy Mussy, shout out to them. She's doing a great job. I'm proud of her. So her and Kate will be on, I think, next week. That should be fun. And then we'll finally have Miss Jackie Brown Watson.
Oh, my gosh.
So if y'all love Jackie, her dad Art is a huge old school caterer from Wilmington. He services all the movies. He's been a big part of the people, all the, what do you call that when you go get food? Look at us. I'm missing sweat.
I've just I have a river through my cleavage. I literally do.
Some people might pay for that.
Thank you for, OnlyFans, look, it's under here and it's here, okay?
The undercarriage is wet, honey.
My goodness.
Just the barely the catching.
Woo!
But,
tasty.
I'm trying to think, what am I missing here? I'm all disheveled. I'm a mess. It's all fine. You know what? You can't win them all. You can't. You can't.
It's okay. Look, life is tough, right? Like, if it was all working out, you would get complacent.
Yeah.
So instead, you're gonna,
I always say,
the cardiac doctor.
If I had thick skin, I would have no internal body. It would just be all skin.
Right.
It would just be like a rubber band.
Yeah.
Look, I'm looking at my notes. There's nothing.
He changes people, Jesse.
Yes, it does.
We don't ever want to get stuck in the...
But I do want to get into this week. We have Bonner Black. She's a Nashville country singer. She's coming. We've been doing karaoke on Thursday nights with Papa Dom.
There you go.
So we're doing that, and she's coming to kind of make a meet and greet cameo on tomorrow, and then that will lead her into Friday's acoustic live performance. So if y'all are out and about, come by the Penthouse. Bonner Black, my buddy Jennifer Harjo, she set me up with her, and it's Nashville Stage.
Yeah, yes. That's right.
So, but yeah, there's that. And also just want to give some shout outs to Alex. He's been DJing here for years now. He plays every Saturday. I don't thank him enough for all the dedication he's made to this place. And Anna Lynn for doing Fridays. My cute, sweet, beautiful Anna Lynn.
Sweet.
Love
She's
her.
Adorable.
And Ava's moving to Paris finally.
That's what I was going to ask you.
She's going to finally make the big leap.
Oh man, we've been talking about that for a minute.
So all my kids, they're all growing up. They're all.
How's Rex?
Rex is at puppy play, living his best fucking life in a pool.
Just making money.
Where we need to be.
He's making money.
I don't know if he's making money.
He might be on some of
spending my money. But so anything else you?
Where are you going next, honey?
Where am I going next?
Yes.
To somewhere where there's an air
AC. I knew it was coming.
An air conditioner and maybe
Where?
Travel wise.
Yeah, babe.
Okay, so unfortunately, I was supposed to go visit my grandmother this weekend. She's turning 89.
Love that.
And so I was supposed to fly to Boston. There's that wonderful 2-hour flight.
I took it.
You take a nap and
yes.
you're there. It's nice.
Taking it.
So doing that, and she's still in the hospital, so she won't be released until after her birthday. So I've rescheduled my visit to August now, which is the Davis family reunion. What? Whoop, whoop. It is going to be off the hook. My cousins are going to be there.
My family doesn't like themselves enough to have a family reunion.
So many people have died, so it's like we have to we've gotten so sick of going to funerals and being like,
I know.
When are we going to just do something fun together? So this is our chance.
Yeah.
No more funerals for a while, hopefully. Let's just have some fun. I have half brother and sisters. My dad was a whore.
Bless
so he had kids all over the place. And so R.I.P. Randy. So I hope Josh gets to come. I don't know yet if he's going to be able to with all his stuff. But yeah, it's going to be wild. My cousins,
How many?
Oh my God, the Davis side is packed with action-packed people.
There's 32 of us cousins on my mother's side.
I would say that's probably about where
I love it. It's
close
fun.
to that.
And we're all within 15 years of each other, so it's you always have something to talk about.
I really haven't been able to bring up Shannon Davis, my sister, Aaron Davis, their brother and sister.
Where are they living?
They live in Massachusetts.
Okay, yeah.
So I'll be able to hang out with them. Okay. And my cousins, Christy Davis, and hopefully Christian will be there. And if we can get Josh up there with his kids, it'd be cool.
Josh is going.
I love a good family reunion. I'll be heavily medicated, most likely.
Aren't we all? I think the last thing I do want to hit on is just how do you think I get paid as a travel agent?
Okay, so how do you get paid as a travel agent?
Thank you for asking, Jesse. So I think there's such a misconstrued perception of
somebody just writes you a check.
Yeah, but then I talked to this lady in Key West who she's oh, this travel agency lady I met on the internet, first issue. She charged me $350 up front. I don't do that. I get paid all on the back end from
what they spend.
The companies though that are saying, hey, we're a 5-star resort. We'll compensate you back in. So I don't charge people, and I think folks get nervous to use me at times because they assume I'm gonna slap something on them. So how do we change that?
So you know what, I think I respect you for waiting for the tail end to see what they spend. And with me, with the members here, I always give a low minimum.
Yeah.
Because with 50 people drinking for 3 hours, you're going to spend money.
100%.
But I don't want to say, all right, you have to spend $2,000.
Tacky.
I'll say, look, you got to spend this XYZ, which is easily done with 50 people drinking for a couple hours. But maybe like something like that, just like set the minimums low because you know they're going to hit it.
Right.
And then you get your commissions. And just like with the parties I just did last weekend for the 4th of July, they always take such good care of me in the end. Like, I mean, I got to give them many, many, many thanks for. It is my offsite business. It's my side hustle. It's Jesse Davis Events.
I love it.
Jesse Davis Events has been going on since 2011.
See, that's great.
It's been going on before the Penthouse, and I'm going to keep doing my offsite events. I get a budget. Actually, this weekend, so after Bonner, we have another private event on Sunday for, once again, I really can't say their names, but they happen to have a very successful TV show on Netflix. And I'm doing their family reunion on Sunday.
Oh, fun.
So we're really excited about that.
It's not, is it?
No.
Is it the girl with Tourette's? God bless. Has she not blown your phone up? Isn't everything following us on our phones? Everything listens to us.
Why is everyone, like, why is it that no, it's shopping that listens
Shopping
to us.
is the worst.
It reads your mind, and
I know.
it's, all right, not to get too far-fetched because it's getting late and we're sweating and we're
I'm
all
stoked.
over it. But thanks for continuing to listen, follow. We're just getting some treadway. We're almost to 2,000 followers. Almost.
We're gonna blow it up this time. We have to do more fun.
I know we're gonna do like this sympathy podcast. Like help, please. You know.
Yeah.
But the biggest news I could share, a little about, is we are back on track to. Should I say it?
Just say it.
All right, we're bringing back the whole reality show again.
Yes.
So, for the last time, for the love of God,
please hold my paw. Hold my paw. It better come back.
It's going to happen this time.
It is.
It's so hard to watch all these TV shows. You got Waterfront, and you've got obviously the Summer I Turned Pretty.
Yeah.
And all these other things that are. You watch them, and it's like it's us. We live the real life of that.
We do.
We're not murdering people,
right?
And stuff,
Thank
but
God. We want to.
I'm getting close.
We don't. Right.
But no, it's like what you see all the, even Emily Lynn, a mutual friend of me and Zach's, and Becky and her mother are super tight. We had Barbara on, but her daughter Emily was just on We Are Liars. She's like the star of the show. Yeah. It is amazing.
I want to be the star of the
show. I'm so proud of her.
Don't you want to be the star of the show? I will.
You got to watch it.
I should have been the actress.
But it's staged out of fucking Massachusetts.
Okay.
See, I can't even put my thoughts together.
It's fun. It's just hot. I don't even know. I can't.
What the hell is the island out there?
Ellis Island? No, that's off of.
Zach, help me out.
Please, Zach, it's so hot.
What is the island off of Massachusetts that everybody travels to?
Jeez.
Cape Cod. Not Cape Cod. The island.
He was almost there.
Oh my God. Yeah, we are crispy as they come today.
I'm crispy.
I should know this shit.
I'm looking it up because we're not going to end this without me.
So We Are Liars with Emily Lynn. She stars in it. Love you, Emily. We're going to have Emily on at some point. Her sister has been on one time with Kai Castor from Yellowstone.
Martha's Vineyard?
Martha's Vineyard!
How did we?
I don't, because my brain is like not functioning.
I was like, I can't believe that.
Next week I'll have my wits together, and I did not even smoke any pot today.
You didn't?
No.
Bummer.
Didn't. But as soon as I leave here, boy, I'm
you go hit it and quit it. Night, Rosie.
I just don't give a fuck right now.
I know. It's this.
But, we're going to keep this. We are not giving up on this podcast. I'm not giving up on the Penthouse.
No.
There's shit happens in any business, in any life. I'm not going to let the weather piss me off anymore.
See, your rings are falling off.
They're sliding right off. I know. I love these rings. You know who they're from, right? My Zoe Festival rings. I get one every year.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, whatever. So, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Listen,
and
watch,
watching us
follow.
Sweat.
This was the blooper episode, and, stay tuned.
You got to start sending questions. Can't they send questions?
Yeah, can you send some? Maybe we'll get some call-ins.
We need some call-ins.
Y'all, and if you could give us some suggestions on what we could do to make this podcast better.
We're trying to blow it up.
Yes. We're going to bring on some better people.
I have what?
You know what I mean?
God. I'm so stoked.
We're going to bring on we're going to get some good guests in the future. I just have to God.
Or should it just be Jesse and I?
I think we should just do it.
And just talk
better
about life.
Topics, more life, I think we should just keep traveling with the fish.
Yes.
Go to the chick's house, Trisha's house.
Yeah.
That's next, Zach. We're gonna do
Zach,
that.
You'll love that.
We're gonna get Joy.
Yes.
Do one at her house.
Yep.
So this might be the last episode until we have working AC.
Yeah, here.
I mean, look at me, I can't even talk. There's been nobody here for days, blackout curtains. This thing's been pumping the juice, and we're still sitting up here roasting.
Well, let's go roasting at Circa.
Right. Well, God bless everybody.
God bless.
Have a wonderful rest of your July, and maybe I will see you later. Thank you for tuning in. We love you.
Love you.